Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tennessee Titans taking on Daniel Jones and the New England Patriots.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. Their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Lock now on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. How about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
39-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 33. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run here with Swift. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 55.
3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Swift, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Jones now throwing again on 2nd and 10. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. He's got daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Auden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, the Titans and Patriots tied together in so many personnel-related ways. But remember, these two met in the first round of the playoffs a season ago on a cold Saturday night in Foxborough. And it was the Titans who came in as the 6th seed and pulled off that stunner 20-13. Of course, Logan Ryan, one of those with Patriot ties. He intercepted Tom Brady, brought it back for the touchdown on what would prove to be Brady's final pass in a New England uniform.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Locke. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
Tennessee Titans. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a carry for Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, Swift. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, You're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Pulls it in at the 13. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. From the 30 on second down. Block. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Jalen Ferguson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Loss on the play. It's now third down.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
14.
The Titans on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun snap to Lock. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Throwing now is Lock. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Block working out of the gun. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 39-yard line.
They look to throw. It's locked. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Patriot 1st down.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now Jones looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And this is incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He's checking. He's checking.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 18-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Lock. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Drew Lock.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
It's 4th down.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
At their own.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. Now it's Lock. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Here's Swift. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
26-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lock. And this is caught at the end. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
Tucker McCann, the kickoff for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And steady. He's got a man. Complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Block. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Ready.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. That's caught at the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Locke again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Tucker McCann for the Titans field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Patriots 21.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this is secured by the Patriots. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Julian Okwara make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a couple. Lock. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. First 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw outside by Locke. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 3rd down, Block. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Now it's Swift. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Block now on 1st down. And open left side is Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A.J. Brown. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. try and run here with Swift. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
To try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Patriots.
Off the play fake. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
At their own 20-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional. Yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Block now to throw. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Jones sacked. A loss of 7 yards. 3 and out.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Nashville, it's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Titan. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for postseason berth later in the year.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And oh, he coughed it up. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Complete.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke, being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Block. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. From the gun, Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Here's Locke. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 80 weapon, 80 weapon.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 9. Yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 19.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
A loss of 7 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Clock now on 1st down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Locke's pass intercepted by the Patriots.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
First down, New England.
Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Jones.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Block off of play action. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Shotgun snap to Locke. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Locke looks to throw it again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
1 final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
it.